Where?
Leera won't get that reference.
Where are the Sixers?
They told us where they were.
Yeah, you know that they have a camp south of
3
town.
miles south.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Or 3 hours. 3 miles?
3 miles.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the ticket.
I'm a little nervous about this plan.
This is, I think it's perfect. It's good.
Craig, what do you think?
I want to pit everyone against each other, so I like it.
Hands in?
You have no. I shouldn't have said that. Fine. Put my hands in.
Hands in?
Just not gonna do it.
Oh, yeah. I'm totally with you guys.
Don't you want to put your hand on top of...
I'm in for the plan.
You don't want to get in on this?
I don't do that.
I think, so this is,
You don't put.
Metagaming Ben over here is thinking Lord Marcus wants to go to the Red Masked Mercenaries just to screw us all over.
Okay.
Make sure
and-
he doesn't have the deed, though. He can't, Indiana Jones it.
Got it.
Ready?
And...
Yay!
Good job, guys. I'm sure it'll all go according to your plan.
I don't think so, but okay.
I can't go. I can't go with you to the mercenaries.
What?
You can't bring it with you.
Okay.
I'll hold on to it here.
I pull up one of my sealed scrolls and give it to Craig.
Okay.
Sure, and I write in my inventory that I have the deed.
Yeah.
The deed.
Check it.
It's sealed. Would I know that this?
You can attempt to sense motive if this is what you'd like to do.
Doing a sense motive.
Yeah.
11.
Okay. I guess it's technically go ahead and roll a bluff. That's just the way we got to do it. No other way to make it happen.
15.
15. He hands you. You sell him. You want the deed. He hands you
I
a
have
sealed
the deed.
piece of paper.
But so I'm just asking mechanically, like, what's wrong with him just opening to check and make sure it is?
It's sealed with
It's
wax.
a sealed document. You want to hand an open
The
document?
seal itself is very important to the integrity of for a.
But does he know what
legal
seal
document
it is? Like, he wouldn't. He lives
Do you
there.
have knowledge nobility?
You know I don't.
Then
I'm
you
not,
wouldn't
I'm not
know
naming
necessarily.
something that would be specific to us. If somebody gave you something that had, like, it said.
I'm not gonna break the seal, dude.
I'm just saying, if somebody said this was an American quarter and it was Canadian, you'd know.
Right, and if you had a knowledge nobility, I would definitely allow a check to try to recognize the seal, but he doesn't have it, so.
Jim, as an outsider to the plan,
Yeah.
I will also sense motive because I don't want anything happening.
Yeah.
So, you know what? Let me take a look at this thing and take a look up and down.
She's as bad as Quigley.
Yes, I am. It's fine. I'm going to.
And
sense
just for our viewers and listeners.
That's the deed.
Oh yeah, that roll of 3. So viewers, listeners, and people in chat. Why does Marcus always do this?
I want you guys to
Right,
also
Marcus
understand
reasons.
that Marcus cannot, no matter how, because 15 that's not a spectacular roll. That's not a good roll, but he cannot be beaten when he is bluffing. It can't happen.
No, not at all.
It is somehow cosmically impossible.
Every single time we've rode, I guarantee you, this is why I didn't even
back.
roll.
Yeah, of course,
I know-
because
Watch
there's
this,
no
watch
point.
this. I'm going to roll and don't even count it. 3.
Yeah, see, it's just.
It doesn't matter.
It's cosmically impossible.
It's impossible to catch him on a bluff.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys are convinced you have the deed.
Tech team, Sochal, who lives in our computer. If you don't know about Sochal, check out the info cam. Tech team, we're getting news from Sochal that Craig's microphone is low.
Do I sound low? I'll read some comments. Penelope Taylor says, please don't almost die again, sad face.
Aw.
We will try our best not to. Brian Summer, Marcus, the man who puts his hands everywhere, does not want to show solidarity. That he didn't want to put his hand on top of Claret's hand, which was
But
very
I
strange to me.
offered. I said, don't you want to?
John Christian, how can Prince Crag not have knowledge nobility? He is nobility.
I am nobility.
That's a good point.
Wow.
But John Christian, he is barbarian nobility, which I think is very different.
Very foreign.
To be fair,
and also
I have
because
knowledge
mechanically in Pathfinder, it's just not a class skill for barbarians. So take it up with
Dear evil.
Paizo, guys.
I wish I
Dear
had a look at it
Paizo.
because I have knowledge nobility. Ridiculous.
So we're doing this, guys.
Perfect. We're all in on the plan. We're all 100% in on the plan.
Absolutely.
Sounds great. So, there's been talk of the man in the box. Is there any talking to the man in the box?
Hell yes, there is.
I don't think
as
we
soon
need
as
it.
those guys leave, Alex and I go down in the box to talk to the man.
Okay.
What do you say?
All right.
But first we need to buy the potions.
Well, it's the middle of the night. So
Oh,
you
it's
can
the
do
middle
it
of
in
the
the
night
morning.
still.
Sleep.
So what I would suggest we do is the people who are going to go do whatever you're going to do, they go and they'll leave. You guys who are staying back in town, just tell me what you want and I'll give you a price. We don't have to drag it out into a thing. If you just want some potions or whatever, that's cool.
Perfect.
Just write down what you want and then we'll deal with the people who are going out to apparently talk to the mercenaries or whatever.
So they're buying potions. They're buying everything for all of us.
Yeah, it'll be just
Perfect.
I think that's relatively easy and fast way to do things.
Perfect. So we wake up in the morning.
Okay, well, first
Eat
I believe that Alex and Craig do want to interrogate your man in the box before morning, right?
Well,
No, I thought they wanted.
no,
to
I want to
to
do it when they're gone.
Well, they would leave
Oh, yes,
whenever.
bring
So
up.
you can do it now. You want to do
well.
it?
They're gone?
Yes, they're gone.
Quick question though. With non-lethal damage,
Yeah.
that's the same as healing lethal damage for the night?
What do you mean?
Oh yes.
I had some non-lethal damage.
Yeah, you
from
recover it at the
stupid
same rate.
sixers.
Yeah.
So it's the same rate.
Yeah, you recover it at the same rate.
Okay. Cool.
During my sleep period, I would like to make some scrolls. Could you
Yeah.
tell me how many first level scrolls I could make in the time frame that I have?
It's 2 a.m. now. You need 2 hours of sleep, and then you'd probably want to set out relatively early in the day, I would guess. So if you want to leave at 8, that gives us a nice even number. You say you have 4 hours to create scrolls.
Cool, thank you. I'll roll them and tell you what I get.
Sure.
All right.
Craig and Alex.
Yes.
They wanted to go in the box and do the thing, so I'm gonna let them do the thing.
Cool, we're going down.
Okay. You see
Before breakfast, because I
Yeah.
want to be angry.
Stanley is shackled. He's still shackled.
We didn't bag his head or anything. He's just shackled.
No, you just
awake?
have him in shackles. He's bruised up pretty bad. He does seem to have recovered enough to be like sitting upright a little bit. Like he stirs when you come down, but you can see like his face is a little swollen. Like he's still banged up and bruised up. He's not in great shape. When you descend the ladder into Mortifor's box.
So I'll walk over to him
Okay.
and I sit right in front of him and I take my knife out and I just stare at him.
Who?
So I walk up to him.
Oh,
What?
Yeah.
is she threatening him?
No, I was just looking at him.
I'm just-
we're just
I'm
gonna
just-
have a nice chat.
Politely looking while playing with her knife.
So I walk up. Why did you burn our house down, you piece of garbage?
He burned our house down.
You didn't know that he burned our house down?
I was knocked out.
Oh, Mortifor's is gone.
You burned the house down?
I want to say that is actually the most accurate non-metagame roleplay that Diana has managed. She normally would absolutely claim to have already known that, but she remembered that Alex was knocked out. Like someone acknowledged.
I'm
that
trying.
was great, fantastic. Yeah, that's what we did.
Why the hell did you do that?
Cause as was orders,
Whose orders?
the boss's orders.
You gave us 3 days.
Is that what Stanley sounds like?
Stanley's never talked.
You're not there.
Oh, that's right. Stanley never talked.
So you do talk. You giant turd.
These was orders,
You gave us 3 days.
and you're still alive.
So was that just supposed to scare us?
It was motivation.
To what? To hurry up? We were already trying to do it for you.
And now perhaps you do it faster.
You're lucky you're not dead.
I suppose.
You suppose? This doesn't make me happy at all.
How'd you guys capture him?
Ruth Bruneau says, and Craig is an expert on giant turds.
Ew!
I I practically killed him. And then they brought him back.
Who's they?
Leera and the other.
Why the hell would Leera heal
I don't
someone?
know. I don't know.
Oh, so our friend saved you. Keep that in mind, buddy.
I will be sure to thank her if I ever see her.
That's if you'll ever see her again. What's your next plan of action?
I don't
Or
know
what
that
was
I
going
get
to
much
be?
choice there, do I? I mean, seeing now as I'm a bit tied up.
What's the next thing your boss told you to do?
Yeah.
There was no next step.
Just burn the
In the
house.
house.
Just burn the house.
Keep an eye.
Just burn the house.
Report back
Where
and
is your
see-
house? Do you have a house?
Well, we're not from here.
How'd you like it if I found your house and burned it down? How'd you
You're
like
right. You're right.
Craig,
My
all he
mother
wants to do
always
is
did
burn
say
people's houses down.
that you should only treat others how you'd want to be treated.
So then,
And I did not treat you that way. That's correct.
so we should go burn your house now.
Well, no. See, that would be sinking to my level, wouldn't it?
Maybe we just burn him up. We just burn him. I don't know where his house is. We can just burn him.
I don't think Claire would want us to do that, neither would Squire Quigley and the rest of them. They
So-
saved him for a reason.
So Gregory Winter says, "You're lucky you're not dead is not actually a threat in this case because Greg tried his hardest to crack the skull."
Wow.
It's just a
It was a
statement.
statement. I was just saying.
Just a statement of fact.
So I just kind of give him one last glare and leave. There's no point in this.
You know, I am getting a little hungry,
Oh,
thirsty,
oh,
you know.
That-
For the record.
it's really sad. That's tough.
Oh, wait.
Only we had some
Wait.
food or...
I do. I take out a piece of rations and I put it just about a foot away where you can't reach it.
I'm not tied to the wall, love.
Oh, you're not. That's
Just
right.
shackled up.
All right, I take it and I throw it at
He
your
just picks up the
face.
food on the ground and starts eating it.
So, one of our sponsors is OpenGamingStore.com, and they are offering a free discount code. So
That's
make
true.
sure to check it out
20%
right
off.
down there and get some for yourself.
Oh, look, you are against a wall.
Did he
Whatever.
get to
I chuck
eat-
it at your face.
You
And
got to eat some food then?
I just gave
Or
him
he just
some
picked it up.
rations.
Oh, here, and if you're thirsty, here's something else for you.
You on him? Oh.
And I spit. I should have peed on him. I spit in his face. Here's something to drink for you.
That's disgusting.
You're disgusting.
I'm not there.
I leave up the ladder. You're lucky we're in our box, because I would have totally crapped like all
Ew.
over that guy.
Ew.
You say that to him or to Jim?
Says the gym.
Okay.
I just turn around and go, we'll talk later.
I can't wait.
All these bad guys want me.
I rolled a 32 for a scroll of sleep.
Okay, sure.
I rolled a nat 20 for an identify.
Okay.
I rolled a 15 for a mage armor.
Sounds like you have those scrolls.
And a 29 for an expeditious retreat.
Okay. Scrolls.
Hooray!
Charlie's son says, being dead from Crag would be far better than locked in a room with Alex with a knife after you burned her house down.
Probably.
So I know you two went down to talk to Stanley. Stanley. Marcus, it's about you are going to go see the mercenaries, is what I was gathering earlier.
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to go see the mercenaries, and then what else is happening?
Go see the
So you and Claret are going to journey together to see the Sixers. Okay.
Yes.
You wake up in the morning, you eat breakfast, you prepare yourselves. Or is there anything specific that you're taking and or leaving behind? Any specific preparations you want to make?
I'm leaving the box with.
You're gonna leave the box. Why? So Craig's
the box
Craig's
on the road.
been
Right.
dealing with the box.
Stopping at Cadwell's real fast, see if he's got a vanish potion and how much a vanish potion is.
Yeah, you can get a Vanish Potion for 70.
70?
Yeah.
How about 61?
Roll a diplomacy check.
Should have used all of his money.
No, that's mean.
No.
70.
It's an opposed check.
No, diplomacy is opposed. Bluffing is, but not a diplomacy.
And Dylan Kaiser says, I never knew Trapsborough was so close to Australia.
It is.
It's not that
Very
close.
far away.
I would, before we leave, like
Yeah.
to use the glamoured on my longsword to make it look like a flute.
Okay, so when you find Claret, she doesn't appear to be armed. Well, she has a bow slung across her shoulder, but does not appear to be otherwise armed, but confident and ready to set off.
All right. Are you ready to go, Lady Claret?
Yeah, let's do this.
Then off we go. Oh, I usually say at this moment that I stride boldly forth. Do you mind?
No, I'm not going to do that.
I stride boldly forth!
All right, Marcus, do you intend to leave when you're done purchasing?
Yeah, but I'm going to get flowers first.
Oh, what are you
Gonna
gonna
get
do?
flowers.
Flowers.
Okay.
And I'm going to take them to Maisie
Okay.
and thank her for all of her advice.
Okay.
And I'm going to get flowers and take them to Swiftwind's trading company.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm going to hope Amy isn't there.
Hope Amy
is.
isn't there.
Because I want to leave them for Amy, but I'm too afraid to talk to her.
Cool.
Dylan Kaiser.
well,
And
nobody-
Marcus would
it-
like to use glamour on his flute to make it look like a longsword.
Wow!
Oh, Nelly.
Oh my goodness.
Burn!
Oh, that one's quite good.
Got him. Well, there's the doorman outside of Swiftwinds, as always.
Yes, the one you put to sleep, right?
Oh.
Say, I'm here to...
Well, I'm just saying, like, if you wanted to just leave the flower, like, you don't have to go in.
Oh, yeah. I say
I'm
these
not
are for-
preventing you from doing anything.
I'm sure I bought a note. You'll tell me how much that cost. And I'll write, I'm sorry. Because that's all Marcus has. He's just a kid that's as smart as he is. So.
Okay. So you write, I'm sorry. Leave the note with the flowers. Tell the doorman to deliver these to Amy.
Now, is it the
Yes.
same
How
old
much
man
money
that
did this
he-
all cost me?
A silver for the flowers,
1 gold. Got it.
2 gold for the doorman.
Yes, you did very much injure him last time.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Noah Politi says, "Aw, Marcus
Oh,
is
yeah.
growing
Forgot
up.
about him.
Hopefully,
All
growing
right.
up, not."
Reasonably, it assures you to a reasonable degree of certainty that he will give these to Amy when he sees
I
her.
say, sorry about the thing.
These things happen when you're around this group. And you set off?
Yep.
Okay. It will take you some time, so we will deal with our 2 friends heading over to the Sixers first. You travel just a few miles outside of Trapsborough to the south, following closely along the Little Fram, which burbles peacefully along beside you. And before too long, out in the middle of it's rolling hills and grasslands, you do approach an encampment. This encampment seems sort of a half festival, half military camp style camp. The men and women you see are all armed, but the mood is light and the sounds of music and laughter fill the air even at this early hour in the day. The surrounding area is rather open to the elements, allowing you no opportunity to approach unnoticed without some supernatural means, should you wish to do so. And though no one challenges you, you do get the feeling, as you approach, that your presence has been noted. And as you get closer and closer to the camp, a man in leathers, armed but not openly hostile, clearly one of the Sixers, approaches you.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes, I see that based on your garb that you're a Sixer, and we would like to speak to some people in charge. Also, if Bruce is around, might you bring him?
Haven't seen Bruce for a few days, but I imagine you're going to want to talk to Arthur and Gwyn then.
Oh, who? Arthur and Wynn?
Arthur and Gwyn.
Arthur and Gwyn. Yes, I.
Those are definitely names that you recognize.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I would like to speak.
Well, we'll have to take your weapons, of course.
Oh, perfectly fine by me. Perfectly fine. Do you have some sort of checkout sort of thing where I can pick it up afterwards?
Well, you just find me, and I'll give it to you.
Sense motive.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's going to take all my weapons. I don't like this. So that's a 11.
11. Okay. You get the. He almost seems surprised that you're like. You seem to be making more of it. Like you don't. You don't get the sense that he's even thinking duplicitously. Like he's like, oh yeah, sure, whatever you want. Like, just give me this. Like he wants to just get this along so that he can go back to the party.
All right. And what was your name? I'm going to jot this down. First, middle, and last, please.
You can call me Morik.
Morik?
Morik.
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 Morick, M-O-R-R-I-C-K. Or M-O-R-R-I-K.
Doesn't matter.
Middle name?
Some people don't have middle
I think
names.
we're good with Morik.
And last.
I don't have a middle name.
Crater.
Family name.
Crater?
Crater.
Crater?
Crater.
Crater.
Oh my
Morik Crater.
This is turning into Dwindle? Dwindle?
Tickatam.
Perfect, Morik. Can I at least get a middle initial and a signature?
Well, I don't really.
I
have a middle
grab
name.
him and pull him to me and say, "Will you cut it out?"
Thank you.
All right. And I hand over my sword.
Okay.
Actually, it's my 2 swords and my throwing axe.
Okay.
But I'm keeping my shield.
Well.
It's
I
a
mean,
shield.
Yeah, but technically,
No. Morik, it's a shield.
roll diplomacy check.
Not very good, that's for sure. Just check what it is here.
There he is. Who is that?
That's Morik.
No, that can't be Morik.
That not Morik.
10.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna get in trouble, and I just don't want that. So
I don't want you to get in trouble either.
then just give me the shield so we
here's
can
the
get on with
shield.
this.
Fine.
Okay. And well, the bow, obviously.
This whole thing?
Yes, that
I-
little thing. It's.
I just use it to hunt for food.
And I just use it to stand here and wait for you to come back. Just give it over.
Fine, you can have my bow, whatever.
Okay.
Pass it over.
All right. Takes the bow.
So, on the way to there, I've been asking her about her backstory and very interested about the sword that changes shapes whenever she wants it because, she didn't have a flute the other day and now she does and her sword is missing. So I'm just curiously asking her about her life, but so that way we can create more of a kinship.
Does she tell you anything?
That's true.
I tell him some, but I take the right moment to pull him close and pass him the potion of Eagle Splendor and say, take it before you talk to him.
Potion of Eagle Splendor?
Yep.
This is while you're in the camp.
As we're walking, when I find the right time, like they're not really paying attention, they're leading us somewhere, maybe they're not listening.
Well, I'm just saying if we're in the camp, then it would be a sleight of hand check.
Let me, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so you try to surreptitiously pass him a vial of colored liquid.
That would be a 20.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, nobody seems to notice. She passes you a potion. Tells you to drink it.
Perfect. So, yes, I believe we're following Morik.
Okay. Do you intend to drink it?
When he turns his back before we enter, I'm going to drink
Make a sleight of hand check yourself.
1.
It's purple.
Pretty sure I have.
You have a negative?
It's not bad. I don't have it trained. Does that matter?
Huh?
It's not trained.
Then just roll a d20.
Oh boy. Here it goes.
Yeah! 8!
Okay. So yeah, basically you hand him,
If he-
you
if he
slip him
looks
this
at me-
potion, and he just like pops the top and drinks it. He doesn't seem to question that you've told him to do it.
If he looks at me, I'm like, I'm very thirsty.
And he doesn't seem to understand the significance of what you're doing. Like he sees you do it, but he doesn't react.
I'm looking him in the eye.
This is fine. What I'm doing is fine and normal. Eagle Splendor, for the next half an hour, you have a +4 bonus to your charisma, which gives you a total of a +2 on any charisma-based checks, which includes bluff, intimidate, diplomacy, several other ones, but I believe those are the ones that we need to focus on.
Perfect.
+2 to any of those checks that you make while under the effects of Eagle's Splendor. A solid move.
Eagle King.
Very good. I like it.
And you are led into a large tent. Inside are several people who all stop their conversation as you enter. At the head of the tent, there is a rakish young man, good-looking and heavily armed. He smiles at you and steps forward. He has a large, broad-bladed bastard sword that he sort of holds,
Jon Snow.
and he's looking at you. Also in the room, you notice that there's a young woman. Sorry, Diane. You also see a beautiful young woman dressed in black, and she has a very cold, serious look about her and an aura of authority that gives you the impression that she's quite accustomed to having men jump at her say-so. You, Claret, immediately recognize both of them on sight as Arthur and Gwyn Six, the heirs apparent to the Sixer legacy after their father. Arthur, the one you recognize, steps forward and says, "Well, you did get our message, and for that I am very glad. It's good to see you. Horatio, where is he?"
Oh, yes. Well, there was something about that, but I first would like to talk about a little issue I might have. You burned down our house last night.
I was here all night. All of these men will attest to it.
Of course, of course.
My dear sister, you wouldn't question her word, right?
No,
Gwyn?
no, of
Wasn't
course.
I here all
Of
night?
course not. But I will say that a pair of Sixers burnt down our house last night,
That's more accurate.
and I didn't very much appreciate that.
Well, it wasn't really for your enjoyment.
I also don't think that the rest of our group appreciated it,
Certainly. I would be very upset if I were you.
which is why we captured him. Well, one of them got away, but we did capture one of them.
Oh,
And don't worry, he's very safe. But we didn't like what you did, especially after you gave us 3 days. I think that's very rude. We were working on doing what you wanted us to do. I don't know how your organization runs, but our organization of us 5 band of heroes do not operate under false pretenses. Now that we have that situation all talked about, we can discuss Horatio Swan.
yes, let's.
Currently, Horatio Swan is being held by another organization. They have asked me to not drop their names and not tell them that that you have them. And they were wearing those red masks, which makes it so strange. But we are.
Oh, Marcus is going to ruin the whole plan. It's going to be Marcus that ruins the whole thing. Marcus is totally the worst.
But we are trying to get him back.
And did you succeed?
Yes, we have succeeded.
Excellent. So, bring us the man Swan, and we'll not burn any more of your homes down.
Here's the problem, is that in doing so, we've gotten a little bit of heat on us from the situation from the local government of Trapsborough. If we suddenly show up with Horatio Swan and start waltzing him around the streets in our group, we will be arrested for it, and that is something that we cannot abide by. So, we have gotten him together, and now we need to change the drop-off location to a very secluded spot right outside of Trapsborough where it is not uncommon for us to go.
So what you're saying is that you didn't bring Horatio Swan here today. You simply come here to tell me that I have to go somewhere else
Yes,
to get this man.
yes. But you will have him tonight.
Roll bluff check.
You better. So,
Technically, it's not a bluff. It's the
You
truth.
do not have Horatio Swan in your possession. There's an open lie that you have told.
Arthur, Doc.
so
Thank you.
what part of don't tell them anything didn't you understand?
Deed!
Deed!
Deed.
Deeded that.
I would like to explain why I just dropped Red Masked Mercenaries in there. I don't believe that this entire group of sixes are going to come to this. I only believe that a few of them will. So therefore, we need them to believe that the Red Masked Mercenaries are also the ones that are fighting them, so that we can kind of step out of that situation and pass the torch on to them.
Fair enough.
Christopher Sizik, nice to see Marcus is not marking Claret with Arcane Mark.
Yet.
So, fire up that dice cam, please. 14 plus 4, 18.
Squire Quigley. There's a 20 sitting here on my die.
I'm just...
I invite you to come and look at it. There's a 20 sitting here on my die.
So you have no extra bonus other than that?
Oh, you do have a +2, don't you, because of the Splendor?
It's already this. I added the plus 2.
No, you got a plus. What was the potion?
It's already calculated
His
in.
bonus is 2, then 2. That's where he came up with the 4.
There's something about your story that doesn't add up.
What?
You keep talking about these mercenaries, but you also say that you have Horatio Swan. I don't see why these two things conflate at all. If you have the man, then why are you even mentioning these
You're
people?
getting him today from them.
Oh, so you don't have him.
I pushed
see.
Quigley aside.
I understand.
I am so sorry, sir.
I don't even know you. You weren't even part of all this. Tell me, how did you step into this dung heap of a deal?
I know. I'm just here as a friend to support him. I know. I'm sorry. I'd like to ease the tension in the room for a minute. Let both of you cool off and think about what's happening.
Are you tense? I'm not tense.
I'm
Don't
tense
be tense.
because of my dice roll for sure.
Sir, I would just like to entertain you for a moment,
Oh.
if you don't mind.
Feel free to entertain me, lady.
As I entertain, I would like to also use my,
Oh, we can't
where is it,
hear?
bluff? No, I can't bluff. I'm going to use sense motive on him.
To do what? You can bluff.
I can bluff right now?
Yeah, you
can lie.
Why not? Yeah.
What
If
would
you
you like to lie
you
to?
can tell
I
a
would
lie
like
and roll a
to-
bluff check.
I would like bluff and say, my dear friend here is actually misinformed. I happen to overhear our other friends say that we actually do have Horatio. He is not with us. He's in a safe space, so nothing happens to him. So that you get him as whole as you would like.
Well, she
Well, roll your
sings
bluff
that.
check.
You better sing that.
I want to, yeah.
Dylan Kaiser.
1.
Well, all right then. So you do have him. Is that what you're telling
Yes, I am so sorry. He was misinformed.
me? You have Horatio Swan.
Our bad.
You want to meet somewhere else, and you want to exchange him for...
And your other man.
Well, Quigley can't lie, so he'd be like, well, no, we don't have it.
No.
And your other man.
I mean,
Well,
look,
yes,
he's not
and
lawful
our
good,
man,
he
of
would never
course.
lie.
Yes.
I'm not.
I mean, I guess he's only lawful good when he...
Well, I guess the only question is, where is this happening? Where do I have to go?
I believe, if it's all right with you, sir, there is a clay pit. Where did you say it was,
Oh,
Quigley?
it's the Normire clay pits.
We happen to know that these clay pits have been out of use for a while now, and not many men go there, if any.
We're going to meet there at night, under the cover of darkness. We will have a lit area, and we will do the exchange.
Well, all right.
The time will be precisely 9:37 p.m. No, I'm just show up at nighttime. Just whenever, when it's dusk, when it's dark. It's going to get dark. When it's really dark, come.
Did you catch all that? We're going to show up at really dark o'clock. Excellent.
Did you get that time?
Well,
I'm the one that had said 1 a.m. to everyone.
fair warning.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, you did.
Several of my friends will be accompanying me
I
as we
understand.
come forth to meet you. And of course,
Did you really say 1
should you
Wait.
fail to deliver Horatio or our man,
Well, she would have heard that.
we'll have to kill all of you. I understand that
I'm
3
sorry.
days isn't quite up yet.
I'm sorry. I really want to listen. I was very much mistaken, and I'm trying to retcon something. A little.
He's trying to, what's that word that we're looking for?
Medea.
But this is
Marmalade.
You're right, no, it's Quigley game.
All right, Quigley, what did you did?
I honestly did not hear him say 1 o'clock. So I understand where it would be stupid of me to say anything right now saying the time. However, probably Clairette actually knows the time, considering that we glossed over that detail when we said, okay, we bring her up and tell her the plan.
Quigley. I think that was when you were telling me the plan up in the room before she came
Right,
up there.
but that's the point, is that when she came up there, then we said, now we tell her the
But
plan.
aren't you Quigley? I don't know. He's the
It's fine.
he's the GM.
Honestly, I'm not
All right.
super invested in that particular point. I think we're good with there. You give them the time that you want them to meet you. That's fine.
Very dark. Dark.
Who's the,
At
who's the-
very dark o'clock,
Kind and benevolent.
Yes, he's very...
just know that regardless of any 3-day deals that we had made before, if this is not finished and over with tonight, we will kill all of you. Fair enough?
Sure.
Excellent.
And if you ever burn down our house again, we will...
What will you do? Tell me.
Just don't burn down our house again, please.
How's he gonna do it again? That guy's
My
got
friend
a.
seems
He's,
a little ill. We'll get out of your hair. We'll see you tonight. How about that?
Yeah, who's that
Can't
NPC?
wait.
he's got a really sweet mustache.
Who's the
It's
NPC?
true, yeah. Who is our NPC, Jim? Could you tell us who Arthur 6 is?
Sure. Scroll down here. Arthur 6 is... Where did you put him? I don't know that you put him down here.
Can
Nope,
you?
there he is. Dave Dillard.
Dave Dillard.
That's Dave.
Dave Dillard.
Dave Dillard.
Can
You look
you?
great.
Can you use
Nice.
beard oil on a mustache?
Yeah, what the hey, Dave? What the crap, man? Why
I'm
don't you
saying.
enter our beard oil contest?
Yeah.
You guys.
There's a contest.
Yes, there should be details right here.
Kyle Lee Adams wants to know if does a pair of 7s beat a pair of 6ers?
Everyone beats the 6s. in
Do they?
Age of-
For the Red Masked Mercenaries.
And except for you guys.
You are let out of the camp. You are given back all of your weapons and supplies. Nobody challenges you. Everybody seems rather happy to see you off. You are able to return to Trapsboro unmolested.
And while we're walking along, I talked to her about her backstory. You know, I'm interested to know who she is, what she does.
That's if she tells you.
It is true. And so I say, how did you come to Trapsboro, and where are you from?
I'm from Anderley.
Oh,
I told you that earlier, didn't I?
that's right. What do you do in Anderley?
Oh, I was a singer. And then, disaster struck my family, and kind of took it pretty hard. So I've been on a rampage for a while,
Training.
Oh,
training.
There's a training montage with crazy music.
I've been training to take out the Sixers, and this is hopefully going to bring some kind of closure for me.
so you sing? That's what you do?
Well, yeah, you said that.
She's very sassy towards me.
Oh, goodness.
How would you feel if someone was asking you a
She
weird
probably
question?
asks you about the bearded wizard.
I don't think that.
I don't.
I noticed a distinct.
I specifically
lack of that.
avoid talking about him at all costs.
So yes, I guess then if she is very a little curt about all of this, then I won't.
She does seem to want to be able to play her cards close to the chest and not offer up as much information as you would like.
Her. I won't press her for information.
Press her. Oh.
Okay, Marcus,
Mom.
you head to the broken watchtower.
Before I get there, when I know that there's enough time for its effects to last the entire time, I'm going to take my Scroll of Mage Armor level 2 that I've been holding on to for a long time. Cast that on myself.
Sure. You know that, I mean, that'll last you at this stage in the game 5 hours, so
Yep.
so you're good. You are protected from harm to a degree.
Then I'm going to take the deed,
Okay.
step off the path, do
Okay.
my patented bury trick. Gonna bury the deed.
Okay.
That looks like the tree.
Sure.
I figure that's right. I mean, literally right off the path. I'm not.
Yeah.
And then I'll mark it with D for deed.
Okay.
And then with some rocks.
You can just leave an arcane mark that's only visible to you.
Yeah, I could, but I didn't prepare that. Because I'm using my spells correctly.
Just press to digitate the tree.
Brian Summer says. Brian Summer says, once you've had him, you're gonna want more Rick.
Very good. Fantastic.
Anyways, and then I'm going to take the Eye of Azafram,
Okay.
hold it in my palm,
Okay.
and walk forward.
Okay. You eventually, much the same before, at some point you were actually joined by several of the mercenaries who make their presence known as you
Frank,
approach.
Steve, good to see you. Looking
You
well.
are led up to a familiar man, not the one-eyed mercenary, but a man who looks at you with no measure of hidden dislike. A man who's been hit in the head one too many times. A man named Lewis.
Lewis!
What do you want?
Hey, Lewis. I wish I was there. Good to see you. How's the...
Fine.
I'm just here to see Mr. Jones. Hold up my end of the deal and all that.
You just give it to me. I'll go get your man.
Well, Lewis, in dealing with our group, I think you know that I'm not the brute, so I have some intelligence. I don't have the deed on me.
He goes wandering off. Comes back a moment later. Mr. Jones in tow.
Mr. Jones?
Mr. Jones in tow.
Mr. Jones in tow. Jonesy, how are you?
I'm hoping to be a little bit better.
Me too. So here's the thing. I think I'm ready to make the deal happen.
Fantastic.
But just a couple questions. First, semantics, really. You had mentioned that you are merely a branch of the Red Masked Mercenaries. Where else are you operating out of?
We have a main holding elsewhere.
Well, I don't mean your secret location. I mean, keep that secret. I don't want to know that. I just want to know how far has the influence of the Red Masked Mercenaries spread? You're obviously coming down here to Trapsboro. Is this an expanding enterprise?
We are currently in a growth phase, but have not really reached too far. We stay out of Anderley as much as possible, as that is already a mostly claimed territory, and we have no wish for the competition at the moment. So for now, we extend our reach towards Trapsboro and hope to establish a more permanent presence there.
What if I could open the door to Anderley?
You lot are formidable in your own right, but I don't feel that you really have that in you at this stage.
I'm not a friend of the Sixers. They want my buddy Swanee, as you know. I wouldn't be opposed to them being not around anymore. Let's say I had an in to get you an ambush, per se, on the two heir apparents to the Sixer thing. That be interesting to you?
No. We're not interested in competition. We're not interested in bringing that hammer down on us just yet. We feel that at a time, we may come to blows with the Sixers, but at this stage in the game, we're not ready for it. And quite honestly, I wouldn't recommend bringing that down on yourselves either.
Yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point. Well, glad to see Lewis is up and around. How's Swanee? Can I see him?
He's fine, and no, you can't. Unless, of course, you have the deed, in which case we'll send him with you, and you can see him all you want.
Craig, you should let me flip your coin. You should let me flip your coin.
Why are you flipping a coin? Just make the right decision.
Which one do you want, Craig?
Heads.
Heads.
Whichever one the plan is.
It's heads. So there's a deal.
Mm-hmm.
And because my party doesn't feel very good about coming into your territory, they're untrustworthy of you. I personally find you to be perfectly acceptable and quite nice. So they would like to make, late night rendezvous deal. You bring Swan, we bring the deed.
I'm going to be 100% honest with you. This has become tiresome. Our interest in this is mostly negligible. You want Swanee, we wanted the deed. Do you have the deed? Is the deed still in Lady Smitherson's possession?
No, we acquired the deed.
Then, realistically, aside from the fact that having it in our possession would be in our best interests, you guys have two options. You can go and give it back and hope for her mercy, or you can give it to us, complete this deal here and now, and be done with it. Either way, your leverage over us isn't as great as you would like it to be.
And the 500 gold. It was one day later.
Certainly, yeah, 500 gold.
Cool. Send your man up the path and I tell him what to look for.
No. Go get the deed. Bring it here. Hand it to me. We're not changing the terms of the deal. We're just done with that aspect of things.
I've just told you to send one man to go get the deed.
Go get the deed. Bring it back here and hand it to me. I will hand you 500 gold and your man Swan. That was the deal, and that's what we'll do.
Man, you don't know how to do deals. You guys are weird. Fine, I go walk over and I get that stupid deed and I walk back and give him the deed.
Bring it back. The exchange unless you do anything differently, the exchange happens. Swan is let up. He looks extremely excited to see you.
Swanee!
Oh, Marcus, you can't imagine the horrors I've endured, hoping that you would come rescue me. And he is given over to your care.
And I have done that.
You are given a bag of 500 gold pieces. You are let to leave the camp.
Your things, his belongings?
That's all he cares about is looking in Horatio Swan's
what
spell
belongings?
book.
Horatio's belongings.
That's all he cares about.
Afraid he didn't have any belongings except for some griffin eggs that were no good.
Look at Swanee. You cool? You ready to?
We must get out of here, Marcus. We must.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Thanks, Mr. Jones. See you later.
Okay. You are let to leave. No one tries to stop you. You are well watched while you're within the territory, but nobody tries to follow you beyond the sort of perimeter they've established that you can tell, and they honor their end of the bargain to the letter without variation.
Cool. I wait about an hour down the path or so.
Okay.
I feel we've gotten enough away. And
Sure.
I say, Swanee, you screwed up.
Marcus, it was horrible. Yes, it was a terrible mistake.
Well, I don't have good news for you. You've put us in quite a bind. You put me in quite a bind. I know that wasn't your intention. So the Sixers are pissed.
Oh, I imagine. We'll have to pack up and leave. I mean, I know a place we can go where we can lay low for a while, and after that, I'm sure we can find work.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm in some stuff. End of the world type things. Not important, but I kind of am obligated to fulfill it. And there's this girl that I'm trying to make.
You can bring her along. That's okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's
Marcus, please.
right.
We can't stay here, not with the Sixers after us.
No, you can't stay here with the Sixers after you. You have to go. I'm going to be staying at the Mouse and Moth. You can send correspondence there. Maybe the old code names we had?
Oh, Marcus, they're going to find you.
Yeah, but I have a big, scary friend with acquaintance with a hammer.
Marcus, I'm telling you, this is a terrible idea. We must pack up and leave. I can't force you, but it's really in your best interest.
I think what's important, Swanee, is when the time comes, you owe me one. And so,
You saved my life, yes.
and I'm so angry. I give him the Chul Pearl, and I say, you gotta have something, or else you're not gonna make it very far. So take that. Do you need any scrolls? You don't have any. You don't have your book. Do you have your spare
I
somewhere?
have nothing with me. The brutes took everything from me.
All right, well, you're going to be out there alone. So here, take the scroll of alarm. So I give him a scroll of alarm, and I give him a scroll enlarge. Nope, not enlarge person. That wouldn't help him. Give him a scroll of expeditious retreat. I say, get to where you can get. Send word when you can. Use the old code word. Remember the little cipher we used back in school?
Yes, but I don't understand what's happening here, Marcus.
I'm gonna go, try to be a hero or something. And the girl. So, you take care and stay away from Anderley, the Sixers, and Trapsboro.
I wish you well, Marcus. I'll try to get word to you at some point.
You too, Swanee. And I take his hand. Don't die.
Takes yours.
Rule number 1. And I turn and head towards Trapsboro.
Okay. Leave Swanee. Disappears, taking a different route.
So not only did he not have a plan, actually, to get Horatio Swan out of there, he just kind of piggybacked on our plan. He was intent on ruining our plan as well. The one that we all sat down and, as a group, we were just intent on ruining it.
Well, Jim wouldn't know that because Jim was earmuffed.
I mean,
No, don't talk to me. I'm very, actually...
the plan was always go give them the deed and get Swanee.
Boys, let's save this for the actual meetup.
Brian Summers
Shall
says,
we?
Kyle,
Jack is getting quiet and shaking his head. Someone's gonna die. Someone equals Marcus.
Kyle the Adams, the only person who may be even more mistreated in this game than Jonathan is Lewis.
Aw, poor Lewis.
I head back to Trapsboro.
Cool. Everybody meets back up at the Mouse and Moth sometime later in the day. The plans, regardless of what individual intentions originally were, have been set into motion. You know that the Sixers will be meeting up with you, expecting to receive Horatio Swan and their man Stanley this evening at the Loremeyer Clay Pits. Marcus, do you tell them what happened?
Yeah, what do you tell us?
Oh, yes, what do you tell us?
So how'd it go? Are they going to meet us? Are they meeting us at the clay pit?
No.
Oh. Why
Why
not?
not?
What do you mean, no?
They were disinclined to acquiesce to our request.
Okay, so we just keep the deed then.
I let Horatio out. He's free.
What do you mean you let him?
Well,
There's no way you got him from the Red Masked Mercenaries.
Crag, what you have in your pouch is a scroll of alarm. It's not the deed. But they have the deed now, and Horatio's free, so we can all be happy. Right, Alex?
Lord Marcus, I'm going to explain something to you about why you're always feeling left out of the group. First of all, you steal from the group. Second of all, you lie to the group. Third of all, you go completely against the plan of the group. Fourth of all, if you would have stuck with the plan, we would have saved Horatio Swan. Fifth of all, now you've put us in mortal danger, not only by the Sixers, but also by this Lady Anderley that we just stole from. Thank you very much. And I leave.
Okay, where do you leave to?
I go to the Lormeyer clay pits because that is going to be
I look at
our
Crag,
reckoning.
Claret, and Alex, and I say, if I could have a moment, since Quigley strode sulkingly off, I did try to do the plan. I tried to get them to come do a late night meeting, and they said no, that they were done with the whole thing, and that they would not be doing it. So I did the only other plan left to me. However, your plan is not entirely ruined. We can still give them Horatio Swan. Horatio can still be at the clay pits. Crag, you do a fantastic Horatio impression.
Nope.
And I happen to know someone who sells glamours.
Nope. I'm gonna hold on to this scroll of alarm.
Sure.
Yeah,
Got yourself 20 gold pieces there, Crag.
that's great. That's great. Maybe it's could recoup some of the stuff you stole from us. It's 20 gold pieces recouped right there. No, I'm not taking glamour. No. And you're coming with us down there. You're gonna be down there with us when we meet with them tonight.
That would be foolish. Why wouldn't you leave me there for the ambush?
We're going and we're gonna ambush them.
Yes, but we'll ambush them. Why would we reveal all of our cards on the table?
Who's revealing our cards?
I'm saying if all of us are sitting down there in the clay pits, one, we're all in danger,
Be
and two, we've
invisible.
revealed all of our plan. Invisibility only works for 5 minutes, Crag.
I can't even with you right now.
How very necessary is this Horatio person to the plan? I'm assuming very, very, it sounds like that's the only way we get the Sixers there. Yes?
That doesn't
You
sound
remember.
correct.
You remember very specifically.
Yeah,
that Arthur had
that's
said if
only way.
if Horatio is not there, then they're simply going to kill you guys.
Well, I have a question. You have a man in a box. Why don't you just gag him and make him look like Horatio? And then pull him out of the box.
They're expecting him as well.
Are they, Claret?
They
It was
Are.
established. They're expecting a man.
they're expecting
The
a man.
exchange. And they know it was one of the two men who
It's either
was
Bruce or
involved in the.
Whoever's in the box. They're expecting one of the two men.
Okay. As Adam, I'm not sure that was established, but it probably was. I just don't.
Quigley had mentioned that they have a man, and that
Yeah.
it was one of the men who had burned down the house.
Yeah. Oh, I know he mentioned him. I just didn't know
Yeah.
if Arthur said bring him or not.
Yeah.
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 Okay, cool. Yeah, it's great.
JimJam question.
Yes.
Disguise self.
Yep.
50
That's not a
minutes.
question.
Yeah.
What is the question?
It lasts for 50 minutes.
Okay.
And it lasts through anything else I do.
Yes, you can have other illusions and enchantments in place. Like, yeah. Yeah, and it will not end when you cast the spell on yourself. You can cause it to end prematurely, but you don't have to.
Do I just announce
Attacking
that, or
somebody
is there
doesn't?
something-
Yeah, you just tell me you want to
Okay.
drop it, and it would.
Look, John Christian's on my team. He says, Marcus, well, I'm going to go try that hero thing. So he says a great line. And Peppo Antonio Vera says, I like the way Claret solves things very elegant and peaceful, not like others. Mine was peaceful. I don't know if it was elegant. It was peaceful.
So I've been sitting back, letting this conversation happen
Yeah.
with the four of us. I may have a solution.
I'm happy to hear it. I'm ready for solutions. Though I'm still not sure why the plan doesn't work. We have a box there I mean, regardless, I'd love to hear your plan. I'm just saying, there's a box, and we say your men are in the box. Let us go get them. While Alex throws the thunder, like if they're already down there getting the people from the box, I don't understand. I guess I'm just confused.
We're not gonna take them out of the box in front of the Sixers.
That's not what I said. I said we have a box there. We say, yeah, let's go. Hey, yeah, let's go grab them. And then Alex throws the stone. Like I guess I'm just confused as to why your plan doesn't work. Outside of the fact that you wanted to kill
We
the
need
Red Masked
Horatio.
Mercenaries.
You can take a glamour and be Horatio. One wizard for another.
I am fully under the impression if they don't walk up to the edge of that clay pit and see Horatio immediately, they will kill us all.
Okay.
They need to see Horatio and someone. Otherwise, I fully feel it's going to be all-out attack, no preparation, no matter what we can do.
Sure.
So how do you think we should have a Horatio with us?
Literally anyone can take a glamour, or you can use, I would assume you're skilled at
Yes, I was
makeup
going to
or
offer.
perception.
No,
To disguise myself.
This isn't your problem. This is not your
Look,
mistake
if
to
this
fix.
is how I get to kill Sixers,
He should be Horatio.
then he can buy the glamour.
He probably has one. You got us into this mess.
Do you have a glamour?
I think you're making a poor tactical decision, but yes, I will. You know what? If that will prove myself in some tiny way to you,
It won't.
I'll drink. You're not there. I'll drink a glamour and be Horatio Swan.
Have Alex be Horatio Swan. I am not going to be Horatio Swan.
Okay, cool. Alex, where are you falling on all this? You just want to kill things.
I don't know. I see where you're coming from, and I see where they're coming from. We just need to figure out how to put Horatio down there.
Okay, but you guys are also talking about he's at the bottom of a clay pit in the dark, right?
Right, so that means one of us is
But
going to end up...
Quigley legit told them we will be in the light by the fire.
Okay, cool. I didn't know that part,
Yeah.
but sure. All right.
So they should be able to vaguely tell if it's Horatio.
Okay, cool. But, yeah. Again, I've already
Yeah.
said, sure, I'll do. If Crag wants me to drink the glamour, sure.
You can be invisible. You can do whatever you want to do. Who should we get? We gonna get Tim?
Why would we bring an innocent person into this? I'm so confused because every other time we used glamours, it was like the best thing ever, and now everybody's like, well,
I'm okay with using
There are
glamour.
many problems right now with the plan. Many.
You're not here.
Well,
I'm okay with
Jim,
you.
Jim, could you save me, please, from the audience and from my fellow cast members?
No, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with this.
What does
I
chat?
think-
What
I
does
just-
chat think? So what happens
No,
now? Let's ask the chat what they think. About
So what are their
the
options?
mess.
Someone.
No, here's the deal, is that for weeks, we've been struggling with this problem. Nobody's had a single plan whatsoever about how to accomplish it. Suddenly, I think of it, and I think this will work.
Rag has thought of this for a long time.
Right.
Putting them
no,
two together.
No. The pitting together, yes, but how to do it.
Okay.
And then he
I liked
comes
it.
in and just screws it all over in one fell swoop.
But it's not completely
Just does
screwed up.
his. Yes, it is. Because if the Sixers, if we kill them all, and the Red Masked Mercenaries aren't there to take the fall in some way by dead bodies being there and their bodies being there, then the Sixers are just going to believe that we did it. So therefore, they're just going to continually attack us. Perfect. I'm very excited about this new plan.
I look at Crag and Alex and say, he said he'll take the glamour. Just go find Quigley. Please. Can we gather back up, find Quigley? Let's do this.
I will need to buy a glamour.
Well, I'll go with you to make sure you buy the glamour. Go find Quigley.
And we're off.
I like that one. Nathan Reel says everyone drinks glamour to look like Horatio. I'm Horatio Swan. I'm Horatio. I like it.
Here's
Charles Look, all these people are on my side. This is the first time ever. That's the first time that the chat is all on my side and my entire cast hates me.
No.
Horatio would have been set
50-50.
free
I'm 50-50.
in our plan as well. We just needed him there.
I need you to save me, Jim. Jim?
I think what we all need,
It's a break.
good 5 to 10 minutes to reset, rethink about what we're doing, and maybe reconvene.
Thank you everyone for watching us. Please go like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/dragons and stuff, and watch us every Friday night live.